Jayden, a young man with tired eyes, sits alone in his cluttered apartment, bathed in the glow of his laptop screen. He clicks accept on the glowing app interface, a decision made in quiet desperation. They said I could rent out memories, just for a few hours, and they'd pay me. Jayden sits in the dim light of his apartment, the laptop screen casting a ghostly glow on his face. Fleeting images flicker across the screen. Memories of a childhood bike ride, a family barbecue, smiling faces, each fading as quickly as they appear. At first, it was harmless. A childhood bike ride, a family BBQ, smiling faces traded for cash. In the sterile memory scanning center, Jayden sits motionless in the sleek pod. Your memory of your first heartbreak is highly valuable. Real emotion sells. A small screen flickers with a ghostly image of Jayden's ex, the face fading in and out like a haunting memory. A subtle heartbeat pulses beneath the ambient synth music, a rhythm of pain and longing. The more pain, the more they paid. They wanted tears, regret, raw vulnerability. Jayden stares at his phone, a deep confusion clouding his face. I started waking up confused. My mom called, I didn't recognize the voice. My room felt staged. Flashbacks flickerish. Childhood photos now empty. One shows a birthday party, but no faces are visible. Jayden looks around his apartment, lost in a growing disorientation. He reaches out, touching familiar objects, but they feel alien beneath his fingertips. Jayden stands at the counter, his panic rising as red warning lights flash behind the rep. His voice cracks with desperation. You took something permanent. You weren't supposed to. The red lights pulse, casting an ominous glow over the scene. The memory center's stark white walls amplify the sterile atmosphere as Jayden nervously faces the tech rep. The tech rep's expression remains flat, a cold indifference that chills the air. Jayden's face flickers with a digital glitch, a fleeting distortion that hints at hidden depths. A hidden face emerges in the polished chrome, a chilling glimpse of the truth. The tech rep speaks, his voice devoid of warmth. You signed the terms, Jayden. No refunds on premium harvests. Within Jayden's eyes, the first light of fear begins to flicker. Realization crashes over Jayden, the weight of understanding now heavy in his gaze. The world around Jayden distorts, the glitch effect deepening as his vision blurs at the edges. Jayden walks alone down the city street, his silhouette stark against the dim, distant lights. His stare is vacant, his vision seeming to pass through the world. He whispers, I'm debt-free now. They say I've got nothing left to rent, but I still see shadows of who I used to be. Jayden walks along the city street, passing a billboard advertising memory share. Real lives, real feels. He catches sight of his reflection in the glass of blank look. Jayden walks alone through the city streets, his isolation amplified by the ticking clock. The relentless ticking of time echoes his despair. Jayden sits alone in his apartment, a stranger in his own home. He strains to grasp simple memories, his mind a blank canvas. Favorite colors, childhood pets all vanish like whispers in the wind. Jayden stands still, his eyes fixed on the old photos, their subjects like ghosts from a distant past. He moves slowly, reaching out to touch the glass of a nearby mirror. His fingers trace the reflection of his own face, a flicker of confusion crossing his features. He stares into the mirror, a sense of detachment washing over him as he struggles to recognize the man before him. Jayden steps back into the silent memory center for a final visit. The tech rep has vanished, leaving the center eerily deserted. He walks through the vacant halls, a lone figure seeking what remains. He drifts through the memory center, a hushed realm where countless memory pods glow softly. He pauses, hand reaching out to touch a pod, as realization dawns. The weight of irreversible actions crushes him.